Assalamu alaikum. I hope you all are great. Are you great?
Yes.
Well, today we are going to learn how to formulate questions. Have you heard this Urdu phrase, kab kab?
Yes.
For example, tum kab kab aate ho? How do you translate this kab kab? When? Okay. You said when. Would you like to share? How do you say kab kab? Tum kab kab aate ho?
When do you come?
When do you come? That means tum kab aate ho. But here there is a frequency. You're asking about a frequent action. The action happens twice, maybe thrice, repeatedly. The action occurs repeatedly. So for such phrase structures, you use how often. How often do you come? So can you make some more questions like that? How often do you take your English class? How often do you practice? So today we have to talk about how often and how many and how long. Okay, first we will talk about how often. Can you speak one question? How often? Yeah.
How often do you drink coffee?
How often do I drink coffee? Well, I drink coffee twice a week.
Okay.
Thank you for asking. Any other question? Yes, would you like to ask any question?
How often do you ride a bike?
How often do I ride a bike? Well, daily. I have to come here. Anyone else? No other question? Well, I'll teach you the technique how to stretch language. Topic is how often. And you have to talk about different verbs. Drink, eat, cook, visit, go, speak, learn, write, use, see, meet. Different verbs. Even you can relate other verbs with that. How often do you meet him? You. How often? Yes, I'm asking you. How often do you meet him?
Meet him?
Yeah, how often do you meet him?
I often meet him twice a day.
I meet him twice a day. I often meet him. You can say I often meet him, that's the right answer.
Yes, sir.
I meet him every month. Repetition is here. Hey, gentlemen, how often do you visit your relatives?
I have often visited twice a day.
I have often nahi aayega. I often visit my relatives.
Twice a day.
Every week, every month, every year. Okay, that's fine. You have turned on your phones. That's great. A lot of phones here. Well, anyone else? Let's take how often do you write? How often do you write something? How often do you write something?
How often do you write your journal?
Okay, how often do I write my journal?
Yeah.
Okay, well, every year, maybe, every year. Could you make some more questions like that? Use these verbs, use all these verbs and make questions. You. Start from here, drink.
How often do you drink tea?
Okay, how often do I drink tea? Eat.
How often do you eat your favorite meal?
Your favorite meal? Next, cook.
How often do you cook biryani?
Okay, when my mother is not home, I cook biryani usually. When you can say usually, commonly. Visit. Yes, you.
How often do you visit mountains?
I visit mountains every year in summer vacation. Any other?
How often do you
Speak.
go for walk?
How often do I go for walk? Yeah, I often go for walk. Speak.
How often do you speak Korean?
I don't speak Korean. Yes, you?
How often do you go to your grandparents?
I hardly meet them because they often visit us.
How often do you learn French?
Well, I practice French twice a month. Yes, you? Use.
How often do you write a novel?
I don't write any novel, but I write articles for my website, and I try to write 5 articles every month. Is that all? Okay, let's move to the next. How many? How many is used to count the numbers? How many people are here? How many people would attend the class? You can change the tense. I guess this video is getting longer. We will talk about this in the next lecture. Thank you.